Good morning all of you. Let's start analysis of bull mock cat 15. I'll be covering quant and DI section. Yeah, question number 1. Easy. We can say difficult as well. If you will follow the complete approach, you will find those two numbers, then it is a difficult question. Otherwise, this is a very easy question. Any problem in first, please write explain in the chat box. Okay, simply we could say that the answer should be a multiple of 12, 15, 18, 20 and 7 and 11. So there is only one option which is satisfying this criteria. That is, I think, option number 1. That's why this is the answer. Okay, next. Yeah, question number 2, calculative. Little bit difficult. Any problem in this question? Okay, I'm skipping this question now. Question number 3. Yeah, any problem in this? Okay, Hitesh? Yes. What is the difference between the last two digits of this expression? See, this is 1 factorial raised to power 1, which is 1 only. 2 factorial raised to power 1 only. 3 factorial raised to power 2 factorial. 4 factorial raised to power 3 factorial, and so on up to. We want to find last two digits. We want to find last two digits of this expression. As we know, if we take 10 factorial will end in two zeros. That's why we will not consider all the terms starting from 10 factorials. 10 factorial onwards, every term will end in double zeros. That's why it will make no difference to answer. That's why we can consider first 9 terms, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, plus 3 factorial, which is 6 raised to power 2, 4 factorial, which is 24 raised to power 6. Then we have 5 factorial, 120. Now, see, 120 raised to power 4 factorial we are getting, so on up to. Now, you can do one thing. We can neglect these terms as well, 5 factorial onwards. Why so? Because in the base we have a number which is ending in 0 and we have a huge power. As you can see, this is 120 raised to power 24. So this expression will end in 24 zeros. That's why it will not make any difference to the answer. That's why we will consider only first 4 terms. So it will be 1 plus 2 plus 36. Now 24 raised to power 6, it will end in 76. You can add up these terms, you will get last two places, then you can take the difference of that. Yes, Nishit, exactly, 24 raised to power even, it will end in 76. And whenever you have 24 raised to power odd, it will end in 24 only. It's a good shortcut for finding last two places. Yeah, any problem still, Hitesh? Is it okay? Pranav? Okay, let us move. Question number 4 and 5. Let me tell you, for question number 5, answer is 4th option. This is CBD. I think in your answer key, it is either first or second option, but no, this is 4th option. CBD cannot be determined. Yeah, any problem in question number 4 and 5? Please write question number in the chat box. Okay, let us move. Question number 6, difficult calculative. Yes, it says 5-digit multiples of 6 are formed by using the digits 0, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 8 exactly once. What is the remainder if the sum of all such integers formed is divided by 1000? See, we need a 5-digit multiple of 6. What is the divisibility rule of 6? Any number which is divisible by 2 as well as by 3, it will be divisible by 6. So, if we take all these digits, 0 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8, it comes out to be 25. The total sum of all 6 digits is 25, but we need a 5-digit multiple. It means we want to drop one digit. If we drop a 0, the total will be 25 only. In case of if we are getting SOD, I mean sum of digit as 25, the number will not be divisible by 3. So this option is out. If we drop 2, sum will be 23. Again not applicable. Why? Because the number should be divisible by 3. And what is the divisibility rule of 3? Sum of digits should be divisible by 3. If we drop 4, the sum will be 21. So this is in, because my number will be divisible by 3. If we drop 5, sum will be 20, not applicable. If we drop 6, sum will be 19, not applicable again. If we drop 8, sum will be 17, not applicable. So we are left with only one case where 4 cannot be used here. That's why we are left with 0, 2, 5, 6, 8. These are the 5 digits we can use to make a number which is divisible by 6. Now, since my number should be divisible by 6, divisibility of 3 is done. Now we will take care of divisibility by 2. Any number which is ending in an even digit, or we can say the unit digit, should be divisible by 2, then the number will be divisible by 2. So digits available are 0, 2, 5, 6, 8. We want to make a 5-digit number. It should be divisible by 3 as well as 2. So the last place should be even always. First of all, I am taking 0 here. I mean my number is ending in 0. If you are getting 0 at the unit place, it will not contribute any sum to some of the numbers. It will not contribute anything. But see, if we are getting a 0 at the last place, this place can be either 2 or 5 or 6 or 8. I'm taking one case where my number is ending in 0 and the tens place is 2. Now, how many such numbers can be formed? For first place we have 3 choices. For second place we have 2 choices. For this place, third place, we have only 1 choice. It means there will be 6 numbers which will end in 20. Similarly, we can extend this logic, which are ending in 50, which are ending in 60, and which are ending in 80. So that will be the sum of last 2 places. That will be the sum of last, tens and unit place. Okay, that is the very first case where my number is ending in 0. Now I'm taking another case where my number is not ending in 0. Suppose my number is ending in 2. My number cannot end with 5, because in that case number will not be divisible by 2. So I'm taking this case. If my number is ending in 2, now how many choices are there where my number can end in 2? For first place, how many choices? For first place, how many choices? There can be 3 choices, because 0 cannot come at the leftmost place. For this place, how many choices? 3 choices. For this place, 2 choices. For this place, 1 choice. It means there are 18 numbers which are ending in 2. So at the unit place, total will be 18 into 2. Similarly, we can extend this logic for other places. There will be 18 numbers again which will end in 6, 18 numbers again which will end in 8. So the total should be 18 into 2 plus 6 plus 8 for the unit place. Now come to this tens place. I think you are getting me. We have taken all the numbers at the unit place, the sum of all the numbers at the unit place. Now we will take tens place as well. Now my number can take 0 at the tens place or non-zero number at the tens place. If I take 0 here, how many numbers can be there? Can I say they are 6? Because for first place, no tension of 0. So any number can come at first place, leftmost place. So there are 6 numbers which are having 0 at the tens place. Similarly, if we take any number except 0, we can take 5, 6, 8. How many such numbers are there? For first place, now how many choices? There are 2 choices, because 0 cannot come here. For this place, 2 choices. For this place, 1 choice. That's why there will be 4 number. It will give you nothing. 6 into 0. There are 4 numbers which are ending where the tens place will be 5. So they will contribute 50 to the sum, 60 and 80. Similarly, if we extend this logic, where my number is ending in 6, there will be again 4 numbers which are having 20, 60. See, what is the case I'm discussing here? Here we have 2 and we are taking care of 5, 6, 8. Now if we take 8 here, suppose it will be this way, ending in 2. This is ending in 8. This is ending in 6. So it will be 20 plus 50 plus 60. Now you can add up these things. You will get the answer. Yeah, any problem in this? It was a calculative sum. Any problem? Is it okay? You should avoid these kind of questions because they are time taking. Now the next thing, very easy set. You could go by options. Yeah, any problem in this? Please write question number in the chat box. Pranjal, okay, see. Amol, Nupur and Rohit, I'm taking initials only. A, N and R have certain sum of money with themselves. Amol gives Nupur and Rohit some money so that the amounts with them are doubled. See the 7th question. What was the ratio of the sums of money with Amol and Nupur and Rohit in the beginning? So I'm going by options. It says Amol gives Nupur and Rohit some money so that the amounts with them are doubled. Can I say straightways, third option cannot be the answer? Why so? Because if I take third option, Amol will have 29 rupees and Amol is giving money to Nupur and Rohit so that amounts with them are doubled. If Nupur has 72 rupees and Amol wants to double her money, it means Amol is giving 72 rupees to Nupur. But this cannot be possible since Amol has only 29 rupees with him. That's why third option straightways is neglected. Similarly, first option, that is neglected. Why so? Because 58 rupees Amol has and he wants to give 76 rupees to Rohit. But he has only 58 rupees with him. That's why this option is rejected. Of course, the first ratio should be more than the other two ratios. Is it okay? Pranjal, first and third option, they are rejected. Okay, now let's come to second option, which is again is not the answer. If I take this, initially they have 116, 10 and 13 rupees with them. Now Amol is doubling their money. It means 20 here, 26 here. It means Amol is giving 23 rupees to Nupur and Rohit. So Amol has 116 minus 23 rupees, which comes out to be 93 rupees. Now see the second condition. Nupur then gives Amol and Rohit some money so that amounts with them are doubled. Now with the same logic, this option is also rejected. Why? Because Nupur has only 20 rupees and she wants to double Amol's and Rohit's money, which is never possible in this case. That's why again this is not the answer and we are left with only fourth option. Is it okay, Pranjal? So this is the answer. Now you could start with this option and you could answer 8th question. Now this is easy. We will not take help of that variable x, y, z. No need of that. Yeah, any problem in this? Now, I think this is manageable now. Pranjal, should I move further? Pranjal, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay. Yeah, 9th difficult question. Yes, any problem in this? Okay, let us move. Question number 10, medium level. You should know properties. I'm waiting for more answers. Yes, Hitesh, actually it was easy if you are comfortable in retaining properties. Okay, let us move. Nainika. Okay, see it says in the given figure AB, AX and AC are tangents to the given circle, and O1 and O2 are centers of the two circles. Find the measurement of angle P minus angle Q. Now, what is the property here? Can you say AB is equal to AC? Sorry, AB is equal to AC is equal to AX. That is a complete property. Whenever you are drawing two tangents from an exterior point of a circle, it will give you two tangents of same length. That's why AB is equal to AX and AX is equal to AC. That's why we can write AB is equal to AC is equal to AX. Okay, now one thing more. Whenever you join center and the touching point, the angle will be of 90 degree always. Is it okay? This will be 90 degree. Now you can take this angle. Since we know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree, you can calculate this angle. With the same logic, you can calculate this angle as well, AXC. Now I think the question is very easy. Nanika, is it okay with you? Please learn all the properties if you want to be comfortable at geometry. Next question. Question number 13 and 16. 13 medium level, 16 was difficult. 16, Hitesh, I'm coming to this. Okay, 13, any problem? Okay, yes, Ritika and Pranav. If all palindromes are written in increasing order, what is the possible number of prime values that the difference between successive palindromes can take? We will write all the palindromes. The very first palindrome is 11. Then you have another palindrome. Suggest any palindrome. You know the definition of palindrome. We have 11. We have 99. We have 22, 33. I'm in 11 table. So what is the difference here? This is 11, which is a prime value, so we can consider that. Okay, the last palindrome of 2 digit is 99. Another palindrome is 101. What is the difference here? 2, again a prime value. Actually, we want to take all the differences which are primes. Now another palindrome, it will be 111. What is the difference here? 10, but we cannot consider this because this is not a prime value. Another palindrome, 121, and so on. What is the last palindrome here? It will be 999. Now from 999, if we switch to a 4-digit palindrome, it will be 1001. What is the difference here? Again 2. We have taken that, which is a prime value, so which is permissible. That's why if we calculate this way, we will get only 2 prime differences, and this is the answer. It was a simple hit and trial question. Yeah, any problem? Now Ritika and Pranav. Okay, let us see the next question now. It was, if n is a positive integer greater than 1000 such that n factorial ends in 60450 zeros, which of the following cannot be square of sum of digits of n? Actually, we want to find a number whose factorial is ending in 60450 zeros. There can be numerous techniques. See, it's better if you know everything about 100 factorial. As we know, 100 factorial, 2 will come 97 times, 3 will come 48 times, 5 will come 24 times, 7 will come 16 times, and so on. So if we take 100 factorial, with how many zeros it will end? It will end in 24 zeros. Can you say this? I think you are comfortable in that. Hitesh? Okay. 100 factorial will end in 24 zeros. I am taking a smaller example to understand this question. If I ask you, n factorial is ending in 48 zeros, what will be the value of n? You can take the help of 100 factorial. It will give you a reference point. See, here we have 24 zeros. Here we have 48 zeros. It is exactly double of that. So you can take double of this. I'm not saying that 200 factorial will end in 48 zeros, but it will give you a reference point. It will give you a range. Now, we can consider 200 factorial here. We can count number of zeros in 200 factorial. It will be 200 by 540, then 8, then 1. So how many zeros are here? 49 zeros. But we need 48 zeros, so we will go backwards. So 200 factorial, which is ending in 49 zeros, we can take 199 factorial. See, from we are going from 200 factorial to 199 factorial. It means we are leaving 200. So we are leaving 2 zeros. That's why it will end in how many zeros? 47 zeros. So what is the answer to this question? There is no such value of n for which n factorial will end in 48 zeros. Now we can extend this logic to our question. How come? See, my 100 factorial is ending in 24 zeros. We need 6045, I think. It comes out to be, I think, 250 times approximately. So we could take 250 into 100, that is 25,000 factorial. It will give you a range. If we consider 25,000, it will be 5,000. I'm considering number of zeros. I think you are comfortable in that. Then we have 1000, then we have 200, then we have 40, then we have 8, then we have 1. It comes out to be 6249. But we need 60450 zeros. We need approximately 200 zeros less. As we know, in one span of 100, almost we have 24 zeros. And we want to drop 200 zeros. That's why we can take approximately 900 less. 900 less means what? You could consider 24,900. I think that will give you a range. Now you could try on that and you are very near to answer. Is it okay, Hitesh? Yes, all of you, are you comfortable in that? I'm not going to use algebra or any equation here since I know all about 100 factorial. Okay, let us move. Question number 20. Any problem in this? I think somebody was asking question number 11 as well. I'll come to that after this question 20th. I don't have that question in the presentation, but I have this question with me now. 11th one I'm talking about. 20th I'm leaving. Yes, Hashima, that was an easy question. Okay, 11th. It was a remainder question. Which of the following will yield a remainder of 12? And it was, first option was 57 raised to power 127 divided by 6, 23 raised to power 2011 by 9, 43 raised to power 345 by 13. I'll come to that, Hitesh. D is 29 raised to power 1999 divided by 11. I think you have a problem with this. Remainder we want to take 12. Yeah, now this is an easy question. Why so? See, whenever you have a remainder of 12, you want to get a remainder of 12, it means the divisor should be more than 12. That's why all the options are rejected except C. Because in only option C, we have a divisor which is more than 12. That's why this is the answer. Yes, all of you? Okay, now the next thing. Question number 25. Yes. Yeah, any problem in this now? Yes, of course, Harshika and Nainika. The number of students who opted for Prodman, I think you have gone through this set. It says the number of students who opted for Prodman plus HR was 50% more than the number of students who opted for Finman plus MIS, which was 5 times more than. That was a confusion actually. That was 5 times more than, it means what? 6 times of student who opted for MIS plus prod. If we take this number as x, the second should be 6x and another thing should be 50% more. It means what is 50% of 6x? It will be 3x. So it should be 9x in this case. We need this combination actually. Are you getting me, Harshika and Nainika? That is the meaning of first 2 lines here. Now, in given table, we want to find these numbers. So, we need a multiple of 9. As you can see here, we have a multiple of 9, 18. So, it can be 18. So, x will come out to be 2. So, it will be 12 and it will be 2. Now, 2 you can see here. This is a combination of E5 and E4. That's why we can see E5 and E4 that will give you a combination which is containing 2 students. Okay, now we have 12. 12 you can see here, it will be E4 plus E2, which is 12. Then you have 18. 18 we can see here, E6 plus E5, it comes out to be 18. Now you can make it. If I take these two things, here we have E4 common. If I take these two things where the names are given, we have miss common. That's why E4 will equivalent to miss. Are you getting me? Yes, that is the same thing, Nainika. E4, you talk about E4 and E2, or you talk about E2 and E4. Actually, this is a combination only. That is a subject combination. You got it, Nainika? Yes. Order doesn't matter here. Okay, now Amit, yes, E5, E6. See, either if you are opting maths and verbal, or you opt verbal and maths, it will give you the same thing. Order will not matter here. Amit, is it okay? That is a subject combination only. You write, I'm not writing an equation. Is it okay? This is not an equation. I'm saying that 12 students are opting for E4 and E2. So you can say 12 students are opting for E4 and E2, or E2 and E4. Both are the same things actually. Okay, let us move now. Now you can see here, these two equations, I shouldn't use this word, these two expressions, they have E5 common. I'm using these two expressions. Here we have prod man common. So for prod man, E5 will be the code. Now you can make it. See, E5 is prod man. If you compare this equation, this expression and this expression, HR will be E6. Is it okay? If we take second expression, if we take these two expressions and we combine them, E2 will be Finman. Now you can take the another data and you can decode E1 and E3. Is it okay? Harshika, Nainika, Amit, is it okay with you? Okay, let us move now. Now this is easy. Okay, question number 33rd. Any problem in that? I think in any of the previous bull mocks, we had a similar question, almost similar question. Yeah, any problem in 33rd? Hitesh, let S be the sum of the base 10 logarithm of all the proper divisors, all divisors of a number excluding itself, of these many, 1 followed by these many zeros, and they are 6. What is the integer nearest to S? Okay, let us see. First of all, let us understand the meaning of this question. Let me take, instead of 1 million, let us take any other number. Let us take 18. If we take 18, how many divisors are here? 1, 2, 3, then we have 6, then we have 9, then we have 18. But we cannot consider 18 here because we are talking about proper divisors. And the definition of proper divisor is given in the bracket. So what is asked here? Log 1 plus log 2 plus log 3 plus log 6 plus log 9. Now by using log property, we can write it as 1 into 2 into 3 into 6 into 9. I'm writing 18 as well here, subtracting log 18. So this is nothing but log of product of all the factors minus log of 18. Is it okay with you? Why not 18? Because that is given in the question. All divisors of a number excluding itself. That's why. Hitesh, is it okay? Yes. Now, this is asked. Now coming to my number, it will become, with the same logic, log of product of all the factors minus log of 1 followed by 6 zeros. So now we have a product of factors formula. What is that formula? Product of all the factors. I think in one of the previous bull mark sessions, we discussed whole factor theory. product of the factors will be number raised to power total number of factors, its power divided by 2. Now we have this number 10 raised to power 6. We need to know the product of all the factors, as 10 raised to power 6 can be written as 2 raised to power 6 into 5 raised to power 6. What will be the total number of factor? It will be 7 into 7. So it will become number itself raised to power 7 into 7 divided by 2. Now this can be written as 6 log 10. I'm using logs property here. So it will become 3 into 7 into 7 log 10 minus 6 log 10, which comes out to be 147 minus 6, which comes out to be 141, and this is the answer. Is it okay, Hitesh? Yeah, it was actually formula based question. If you know the formula, you could answer this question easily. And we had a similar question in the previous bull marks. So please go through previous bull marks. You analyze them and you remember all the formulas. That is the benefit of analysis. Okay. Now 36 to 37. Any problem in these two questions? Okay. Anybody else? Piku, you have problem in this set 36 and 37. Okay. PQ, have you solved 38 question? Because in one go we could solve these two questions. Okay, let us see. If you have solved that question, I think other one will be easy. We have two vessels of equal quantity. In one vessel we have alcohol and another vessel we have Pepsi. Now what is the question given? We are transferring solution, half of the solution from one vessel to second vessel, then from second vessel to first vessel, from first to second and second to first. It means we are repeating this process 4 times and we are doing half of that. It means we will divide the total quantity by 2 4 times. That's why you could start this question by taking x initially, or you can deal in numbers. That is easier approach. You could take any number which is a multiple of 16, because we are dividing here by 2 4 times. It means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is 16. So I'm starting with 16 here. You could take 1 as well, but in that case you will have fractions. Initially vessel 1 is having 16 units of alcohol and vessel 2 will have 16 units of Pepsi. Now first transfer. In first transfer we are transferring half of the solution of vessel 1 to vessel 2. It means we will be left with 8 alcohol this way. Now second transfer from vessel 2 to vessel 1 will be having 4 and 8 here. 8 will be Pepsi and 4 is transferred to this. 8 we have already, that's why it will become 8 plus 4 12. I'm writing 8 plus 4 here. That is the second transfer. Now come to third transfer. In third transfer we are doing the same process again. So it will become 10, that is 6 plus 4, and it will become 12, that will be 8 plus 4. After the fourth transfer, what will be the thing here? It will be 5 and 6. 5 is added to 6, so we have 11, and 6 is added to 4, that is 10. Now I think this is very very easy, Piku. We can answer both the questions since we have numbers with us. Is it okay with you? See, what was the question? You asked 37. Find the fractional volume of alcohol in the first container. It will be what? 11 by 21. 21 we have a total here, and in that alcohol is 11 units. So it will be 11 by 21. Yes, still any problem in this? Okay, let us move. Question number 43rd and 44th. I think that was a set containing 4th question. I have taken only 2 questions because in only one go you could solve the whole set. Yeah, any problem in this? See, if you are comfortable in AR, I'll not say this is a difficult set. Rather, I'll say this is medium set because it is calculative, but by doing calculation you are getting 4 questions right. Let us see what is the thing given. Have you read the set? There are 3 courses. They are X, Y and Z, and there are 5 sectors. I'm taking the initials only. They are banking, IT, consultancy, FMCG and telecom. And we have 2 years. One is 2007, one is 2008. So we will make 2 tables. This is for 2007, and in this table only I'll use different color for 2008. So let us see what is the thing given. For 2007, you can see that table. See what is the thing given here. As you can see the table, it is given that XB ratio ZI ratio YC. I'm using 2007 data. This is given as 6:10:11. I'm using the same values here. For XB, I'm using 6. For ZI, I'm using 10. And for YC, I'm using 11. Now, I'll try to relate these values to another ratios. As in the very first, since you have PDF copy with you, please go through the set once again. You can see the table. As you can see from the very first option, it is given that XB ratio YI ratio ZC, this is given as 3:6:4. Now you can combine that. You can see XB here. Here we have 6, here we have 3. We want to combine these ratios. That's why I'm doubling this ratio. It will become 6:12:8. Now you can relate it. So YI will be 12 and ZC will be 8. Now another ratio I'm using. This is given that YB ratio ZI ratio XC. This is given as 1:2:2. Once more, ZB ratio XI ratio YC. This is 5:8:11. Okay. Now we will combine all other ratios. As you can see, ZI here, ZI here. And in first expression we have ZI as 10, and in the second expression we have ZI as 2. That's why I'm multiplying the second ratio by 5 to make it equal. So it comes out to be this 5:10:10. Actually, I'm combining ratio, that is combination of ratios, composite ratio we call it. YB will be 5, ZI will be 10, and XC, that will be 10. Now you can combine another ratios. As you can see, YC in first and last expression, and we have 11 same here, so I can use the same data. ZB will be 5 and XI will be 8. So these many ratios I have used. Now I'm taking another ratios. One thing given as XF ratio YF ratio ZF, that is given as 10:9:7. I don't have any these expressions in any other ratio. That's why I'm considering this as 10K, 9K and 7K. Are you getting me, guys? Yes or no? Please confirm. Okay. Now we will use another ratios. It is given that mechanical student who got placed in FMCG sector were 21 in the year. I'm coming to slide once again. For mechanical, the code was Z. For mechanical, the code was Z. So it is given that the total is for 2007. It is given that for mechanical student who got placed in the FMCG sector, it means this thing. For Z, this is 7K and this is given as 21. It means K will be 3. So we know the exact number now. It will be 30, it will be 27 and it will be 21. These will be the real numbers. Okay, the other thing, total number of students placed in the banking sector in the year 2007 was 48. I'm coming to this. This is banking sector, and for year 2007, the total will be 48 here. What is the total here? That is 16. To make it 48, I'll multiply this by 3 because we are writing ratios here. Now, this will be the exact number. 18, 15, 15. Now, since you have written all the ratios and the multiplier we know that is 3, that's why I'll multiply the whole table by 3. For B, banking, I and C, consultancy. These will be the real numbers for this. Similarly, we can take another data for telecom as well. We could find that numbers. Is it okay with you? Nainika, Pranjal, Hitesh, Pranav. I'm leaving the rest of the part for you. Actually, that was a logic, ratio based question. Good set. Should I move further, or you have any problem in this set? For 2008, we will make the same table. It is time taking actually, but not very difficult concept wise. Question number, okay, Pranav, your question. I'll say, Pranav, if you are not good at verbal, but you are comfortable in analytical reasoning, you should attempt these questions to take the cutoff of that set. If you are not good at verbal, you have to attempt these type of questions. If you are comfortable in verbal, then you can skip these type of sets. It was a difficult set, time taking, but not difficult concept wise. Okay, question number 92 and 93. That set was difficult. Okay, any problem in this? Okay, Pranjal. See what is the 92nd question. If on Monday at each of the counters the average time for a single transaction in slot R1 is 6 minutes and the ratio of number of transactions at counters 1, 2, 3 and 4 is 3:2:5:1 respectively, find the minimum number of transactions done at counter 5. See, we have 5 counters. I'm naming them as C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5. Now what is the ratio given? This is 3:2:5:1. 3 x I am taking, 2x, 5x, x. Say these are the transactions done at first 4 counters and we want to find the value of y, that is number of transactions done at 5th counter, and we want to minimize y. If we want to minimize y, we will maximize 3x, 2x, 5x and x, or we can say we will maximize x. Okay, on Monday 62 transactions took place. It means the total should be 62. Coming to question once again, it says at each of the counters the average time for a single transaction in slot R1 is 6 minutes. It means what? At every counter, see what is the timing here? This is 8 to 10 a.m. It means we have 120 minutes with us. It means what? We have for every transaction 6 minutes. It means 20 transactions took place maximum. We can take 20 transactions. So if we take 20 transactions, x can be maximum 4. Why so? If we take x as 5, C3 will be 25 transactions, which is never possible. Is it okay, Pranjal? So x will be 4 maximum. Now you can take x as 4. Okay, it will be 11x plus y. It will be 62. X you can take as 4. That is the maximum value of 4. Since we want to minimize y, it will be 62 minus 44, which comes out to be 18, and this is the answer. Yeah, any problem in this now? For every question, different calculations. Okay, any other problem? Now come to 93rd question. On Friday, 2 staff members scheduled to man counters 4 and 5 were on leave, and hence only counters 1, 2, 3 were open to the public. Only 3 counters are available. Let they be C1, C2 and C3. The time taken for each transaction in counters 1, 2, 3 is 3 to 1 minute. It means 0 to 3 minutes, that is 1 transaction. 3 to 6 minutes, 6 to 9 minutes for counter number 1. For counter number 2, 2 minutes, so it will be 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8 and so on. For counter number 3, it will be 1 minute, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and so on. That is the thing given. Now coming back to question, it says transaction at each of the counters begin at 8 a.m. If at any instant, now this was important line, there is more than one counter free and available for a transaction, then the transaction is carried out at the counter which takes the minimum time for the transaction. Now come to transaction number. Say the first transaction is X1. X1 will be at counter number 3 because for counter number 3 time is minimum. For transaction number 2, since counter number 3 is busy, transaction number 2 will be at counter number 2. Are you getting me? Transaction number 3 will be at counter number 1. Now come to transaction number 4. Transaction number 4, since counter number 1 is busy, it will take 3 minutes to carry transaction number 3, X3. Counter number 2 is also busy. So transaction number 4 will take place at counter number 3. Are you comfortable in that? Here is the problem actually. Transaction number 4 will be carried at counter number 3. Okay, now come to transaction number 5. Again, after 2 minutes, counter number 2 and 3, they both are free. But since of that line that whenever there are more than one counter free and available for a transaction, then the transaction is carried out at the counter which takes the minimum time for the transaction, and this is counter number 3. That's why transaction number 5 will go to counter number 3. Now come to transaction number 6. It will be at counter number 2. Now come to seventh transaction. Okay, it will be at this counter number 3. Similarly, now transaction number 8, it will be at X counter number 1. Is it okay with you? See, what is the thing actually here? We want to find a cycle since we want to go up to 70-second transaction. Obviously, I'm not going to write all the transaction up to 72. I'm trying to find a common cycle to this. As you can see, we have 3, 2, 1 here. What is a common multiple of that? That is 6. It means we will find the cycle for first 6 minutes. After every 6 minutes, the cycle will repeat. That's why we are going up to 6th minute. Are you comfortable in that? Now come to transaction number 9. Transaction number 9 will be at counter number 3. Transaction number 10 will be at counter number 2. Transaction number 11 will be at, and that is the end of 6th minute. It means in first 6 minutes, 11 transaction will take place. Is it okay with you? And after every 6 minutes, cycle will repeat. So we need 70-second transaction, and from 72, if we remove a multiple of 11, that is 66, we are left with 6th. It means we will find the 6th transaction, and this is at counter number 2. So this is the answer in this case. Now this is difficult question actually. Time taking, a long question to read and time taking to solve. Yeah, any problem now? Okay, so guys, that's it for today. These were the difficult questions. Got to go. We have another session here. I think I have taken all the problems. Okay, thank you so much, Pranjal. Nice smiley. Thank you.